The Connecticut shoreline is about 100 miles long and is made up of our state's 3 biggest cities and a bunch of small towns. Today we'll meet the leader of one of these beach towns. And with us now is the first Selectwoman of Old Lyme, Martha Shoemaker. Selectwoman Shoemaker, thanks so much for being with us here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell me a little bit about your background.
So I spent 35 years in teaching, and then I retired, and then I came out and worked in an engineering firm for a while, and I got into politics. I was on the Board of Education, and then I ran for first Selectwoman, became a Select Woman alone, and then the next year, 2 years later, I ran again and won.
So you won last fall, so this is your first term.
It is.
What's the biggest problem in your judgment facing Old Lyme right now?
I think one of the things is that we have a lot of projects that we'd like to get done. Funding, of course, is always an issue for small towns, and we're always looking for grants and opportunities, whether on the federal or state side, where we can find some funding to help us out so that we can keep taxes low but still get things moving ahead.
I know one of the big projects is replacing this bridge. Tell me about that.
Well, that's a Connecticut DOT, an Amtrak project actually, but it will be coming between Saybrook and Old Lyme, and construction will start in the fall. So we will have a lot of people coming into town to be part of that project. So we have people renting space as far as to have offices, and we also have the employees that will be coming on a daily basis and being ferried out to the bridge site.
It's a very popular beach town. What is the population shift like from the winter to the summer?
It doubles from 7,500 to 15,000. In next weekend, 2 weekends from now, we will be in full mode for summer.
And how does that impact what you have to spend in terms of police and things like that? Is it hard to do you hire extra for the summer?
What we do is we have a special program called the Ranger Program, and they work with the police department, but they monitor Soundview Beach, which is our public beach, and that people come to, and they help monitor the parking lot, they monitor the beach, what's going on, and provide some safety down in the Soundview area.
Is it hard for the town to hire people? I know so many companies are having trouble finding people.
It is. I think municipalities, we have CCM, and you go on the website to see who's hiring and what are they looking for. You see a lot of the same positions. Assessors are hard to find. Zoning enforcement, different types of things, but you notice where the shortages are.
What's the biggest industry, biggest employer in Old Lyme?
Well, I think that we have Kellogg Marine that provides a lot of employment for us, and then we have a lot of smaller ones, but we have, big arts district. So our arts museums, and we have the Connecticut Audubon Roger Tory Peterson Museum. And they may not be big employers, they certainly are putting a lot into our community.
What's on your wish list for developing Old Lyme, for the future of it?
Well, we have a project right now, Halls Road, which is our little shopping area. And I'm hoping that we're going to try to do an overlay. So it'll be more bringing the strip malls up to the road.
Okay.
We have a bridge that we would like to bring back. It's the old Bow Bridge. It was taken down when 95 was put in that area, and they built another bridge on Halls Road to replace it. And we'd like to make it a pedestrian bridge so that we can have some walkability within that area.
How do you sell Old Lyme to other people? Let's say you met a first selectman or first selectwoman or a mayor from another state, and that person said, "Hey, you're from Old Lyme, tell me about it." What would you say? How would you describe it?
Oh, it's a wonderful community. There's, so many people. Everybody wants to help out in some way. And we have 34 boards and commissions, 240 people serving on those. And they just want to give their time, their expertise to help the community out. So we're helpful. We're trying to be kinder to each other. And sometimes it's tough. But listening and working together, we can get a lot of things done.
And what are some of the little problems that you have to deal with? I know speeding and things like that. You haven't had any street takeovers yet, but I know that's happened in some towns.
Don't mention it.
No, we will not.
Speeding is definitely one of our issues right now, and we are actually, our Board of Selectmen, we're working right now with a charge, and we're going to develop a committee to work with us. We just had a special meeting in March with residents and the resident state trooper and the police force to talk about some of the concerns and things people are seeing. So that's one of our things of what can we use, what techniques can we use in our town to decrease speeding. And especially they just, the DOT was kind enough to repave 156 in the last 2 weeks. So it's going to be a little bit smoother a ride. So hopefully people will slow down.
She's the first Selectwoman of Old Lyme, Martha Shoemaker. We thank you so much for being with us here in the program. Best of luck and happy summer.
Thank you. You too.
In a moment, oysters and a trailblazer. We'll be right back.